Okay. I see us on the stream. It sounds like I'm coming through just fine.
Hello, U.S. Nate Scout. Scout.
I love that I can set a channel, like I can monitor. Shut up! Hit mute. Shut it. That I can monitor the live feed without it feeding back to you. Going back out, that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
I love the new mod. If it doesn't let me do, I don't think we can do commercials, or we don't have commercials set yet on Pokemon Go. Do we? No, but Nicole did a commercial for us. I thought.
I don't know.
Edit mod view. Add a widget. I want.
I have so many Pokeballs. I've never had this many Pokeballs in my life.
Yeah, I got over 200 and something. I haven't even been checking the one coin thing. I forget.
Right now it's Great Balls. I was like, I don't want Great Balls.
The jokes, Joe. The jokes. You don't need to leave those jokes out for me. It's like, huh?
Who needs Great Balls when I had Ultra Balls? Yeah, I've got 441 Pokeballs right now. Let's see, what was it? 441 Pokeballs, 29 Great Balls, and 526 Ultra Balls. I've got so many balls.
I heard you.
I know. Oh, look, it's a Ditto.
Hey, are you logged into the Twitch?
Yeah.
Can you make GSTU Media an editor instead of just a mod?
Oh, I'm logged in. I can log in. Oh no, I can't. I have the.
Yeah,
Actually, I can. Here, I'll just hide.
You don't have to. I just it's
Bloop.
a real pain for me to do it.
Let me hide X Mirage real quick so that so I don't display our password on here because I'm logged into a sort of geekdom.
Yeah. Yeah, you might need to get that checked, Joe. You got all the great balls.
Oh yeah, this is a really weird password. I think you used a auto generator.
Yeah, I think I used a password generator for it. Copy and paste is your friend. Let me go. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do Hootsuite today. I'm gonna do.
Oh, I need a token from off.
Got it. We'll do it. Mute us to the stream.
Well, I have Authy.
Do you have? Oh, get it. Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right. Now the question is, how do I actually make? I've never actually changed any roles on this before.
Good question. I don't know. But I'm sure if I was in there, I could dig through it and find it. But there's a way. If you can't, that's fine. But I was just trying to see if I could run a commercial from my side, and I can't. Hey, Fabian, what's up? Or do I want to do this? Let's take another picture real quick.
Unmod ban user.
Come on, knock on the door. We'll be waiting for you.
Create our dashboard and see how to do that. How to make someone a Twitch editor. Okay.
Oh, that's not a big deal. I just wanted to be able to hit the add button at break. I guess I should get the recording ready, shouldn't I?
Yeah, probably.
Trying to get a promotion ready to go. What's your
roles manager? Found it.
What's your Instagram thing?
Assorted Geekdom.
That's it. Yep.
All right. I made GSTU Media an editor.
Okay. Cool. Hey, LEP, how's it going?
Hola.
Right. Let me see. Boom. It works. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you ran a commercial?
Yeah, I just wanted to run the tag to see if I could do it. And
yeah, everyone that we had in there, I just went ahead and I think there was one other person that was marked as an editor but not a moderator, and I flipped them on as a moderator as well, just in case. Alrighty. I am ready when you are.
I'm doing the Instagram promotion real quick.
Oh, on the Assorted Geekdom?
Well, I'm tagging you in it. Yeah. All right. This is so exciting. Everybody got here early to see all this excitement.
My wife made a cake for dinner yesterday.
Cake for dinner?
Yeah.
Like that was your whole dinner?
Look at the stream. I've got
it. That was like your whole dinner?
Yeah.
I'm down.
The frosting is mozzarella and it's stuffed with pizza sauce and
seriously?
Yeah, pizza sauce and pepperoni and sausage.
I'll say I'm a little disappointed, to be honest.
Well, it was April Fool's Day yesterday, so we told the kids we were having cake for dinner.
That's fun. Yep. All right, sharing now. Okay. All right, everybody, get the recording going here. All right, it is going. Joe, hit me.
Punch.
Yep, that's working too. All right, and sounds up. Like to hear it. Here we go. And welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast, where we're playing the altered reality game of the century and the time that you can't get out into reality. I'm your host, Rock Out of Podcasting, Charles McFall, and writing digital shotgun. You can be whatever gun you want.
Yeah, we're at least 6 feet away.
Yeah. Joseph _Ard.
How's it going?
It's going well, man. It's going well. Things are they're doing as well as could be expected right now. Right. It's that time. And I got a question. I do actually have an honest question because we're talking about we're gonna get into the experiences of the week.
Instead of a dishonest question.
No, sometimes it's for humor. Sometimes it's, to set up a story. Now, this is a real question I got thinking about today because I really don't have an experience this week because I haven't left the house in many, many days. Yesterday, I actually started doing a little Postmates dinner driving and those kind of things. But my gotcha wasn't charged. So I'm charging it up now. And I mean, I'm not really leaving the house, which means I didn't actually open the game for 3 or 4 days. Is anybody else? This is the question. Is anybody else having that issue? Now you can email us, show@PokemonGoPodcast.com, or of course here live in the chat. You can put in your answers there. But what about you, Joe? Are you having times where like, oh man, I got to do another stuff. I'm stuck in a different way of life right now. Have you had any issues opening, forgetting or remembering to open the game?
I've at least opened the game multiple times a day. But I mean, there's usually, since they increased the spawn points, usually there's 2 spawn points that I can reach for my house now.
Okay.
And so I check them and I catch some of them. Some of them I'm just like, who cares? But that's not the only reason I do. I also check to see if Adventure Sync has hatched eggs for me as well. So I'll open it up just to see if I've hatched an egg and if I need to put a new one in, because we still have the half hatch distance on eggs right now. So there's that. But I've also been battling. So like this week, I finally got a Scraggy from PvP. So that's fun right there, Scraggy. But I also hatching. I got a Joltik this week, so I'm pretty excited about that. The little electric bug.
I just got a Ditto, apparently.
Yeah, Dittos are spawning quite a bit right now, because of the April Fool's Day event. Well, that's one of our sources. Yeah. But Joltik, I showed it to my kids, and the first thing they said, "Oh, that looks like Lucas the Spider." So I thought that was pretty cute. But yeah, I've just been trying to battle since, right now we can do it without having to walk forever to get it done. So
yeah. And now Mr. Tamarine 19 is hitting me in chat. So Charles is basically saying this week's like any other. No, I have habits. I turn it on when I get in the car. And I'm going to work. When I'm out and about, I turn it on.
This isn't a confessional. We don't need to know about your habits.
Yes, you do. I have nobody to talk to, Joe. You get to get it all. You get it all, man. 4 wall syndrome, baby. Okay. So I see you're pulling up the Discord. What are your experiences besides Joltik? That basically was kind of
Joltik and Scruffy.
Yeah, you kind of rolled in from the question into that experience. So
I'm just saying it wrong.
Scrappy Doo.
Scruffy, Scrafty, Scraggy, that guy with the excess skin that is his pants.
He looks cool though. He looks cool. I like it.
I am running real low on Stardust because I've been powering up different people to try in PvP.
12,000, man. Yeah, see that.
So
I did just hatch something, but I think I already had it. Yeah, I don't have anything new. I mean, I'm looking. But yeah, I'll be honest, man. It's you set habits in life, right? And I actually have alarms set, as you've heard go off in the middle of the show sometimes. I have alarms set from other game to remind me get in there and get energy. And for me, Pokemon Go is very much a go thing. And so since I'm not leaving, I'm barely even moving around in my house. Like I get up in the morning, get my coffee, come down to the studio, and up until this week, I was spending all morning recording 2 different lectures. About 3 to 4 hours, and then taking lunch and then editing and producing those lectures all day. This week it's going down to 1 a day because I need to do some other things to kind of raise money. But then I go upstairs and hang out with the family. I don't leave the house anymore. So it is definitely weird. It is definitely weird, man. So what do we got going in Discord? I see Terry Wolf got another rufflet. I like that little bird. He looks angry.
Yeah,
He looks so
he's
angry.
basically an eagle, and apparently one just barely came in. We'll have to scroll down and see what it is. So might be from Fabian. We'll see. But here is one from Fabian. A Pokestop got approved in his town, and another one got turned into a gym.
Nice.
And he's hoping that it will turn into an EX raid because it's in a park. So right now it's not currently eligible for EX raids, but Fabian is hoping that it will be in the future. And Popeye had some good advice, and I was about to say the same thing. Make sure that's actually marked as a park in OpenStreetMap. Because if it's not marked as a park in OpenStreetMap, it won't get converted to an EX gym.
Yeah,
so,
yep.
Terry,
now here's the thing. Along those lines, though, here's something I've been thinking about. Everybody's getting shelter-in-place rules put across the board, right?
Oh, yeah. Tennessee officially this week has shelter-in-place order.
Now, I know Atlanta City had specifically left things open for people to go exercise as long as you did the social distancing. I'm not sure. I'm really just not sure where the rules fall, right? Because I've thought about, well, what if we took a whole bunch of wipes and went to the park and let the kids play a little bit, and I could do some Pokemon stuff as long as that's the thing. I just don't know. And it's just safer and easier to be home.
Around here, all of the government-owned parks are closing down, so it seems like they do not want you going to the park either.
Yeah. So I know different states have had different issues. So just be safe is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of people are probably going out for walks at night. And if I were in a city, I'd probably be more inclined to walk at night because they'd have stops. Like here, we can walk around our neighborhood easy enough, safe enough, but all it's doing is walking. There's no stops. There's no gyms. There's no anything to hit and play with.
Yeah. Well, and locally, just be safe. Locally, we just had a kid under 5 pass away from coronavirus, so just use your best judgment and be safe. Err on the side of caution. So
yeah. So all right, what else we got? We got Chin Chow from whom?
Terry.
Terry Wolf. He's got his 2 for tonight. Move on.
A 0% IV. U.S. Nate Scout said got his 5th Ditto today. He's over Dittos. Fabian loves Dittos. U.S. Nate Scout finally got Genesect.
Nice.
And now has to catch 25 ice types to finish it up.
Good luck with that.
Another one from Terry. Oh, apparently someone added Terry's friend on Pokemon Go, and their name is Wolf Terry the. And their buddy's name is Hey Terry with a smiley face.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
And they're level 14.
Yeah. And then U.S. Nate Scout got the Durant from the event as well. So very excited about that.
Yeah, I'll bet. I mean, it does seem like I kind of wish I had dropped the $8 and gotten the early access or whatever. Kind of. It is cool, but at the same time, let me see. Let me pull up that is my adventure of the week. I got one more spot done on my adventure, my field research on April 1st. So March 19th, it goes February 18th, March 19th, April 1st is my field research path right now.
I've got March 29th through the 1st. I've got them all, but I don't have one for today. And well, I probably won't be getting one today. So
now here's the thing. Tomorrow I gotta get back on the ambulance. So tomorrow I'll actually have my gacha with me, and I'll have the game, and I'll have my charger. So I might actually find some stuff. You never know. But the reason I'm okay with not doing the Genesect, because I still have Let's Go Meltan, Jumpstart Research, Looming in the Shadows, and 1,000-Year Slumber. All still, it's a very slow progression. So I'm good. I'm cool. And U.S. Nate Scout said it's worth it to give me something to do. Good. That's I think that's the whole goal, right? Is that kind of thing.
Well, that seems to have been the general consensus from people who have done both events. that have had the $8 price tag. This and the Regigigas. They've enjoyed the events. So
Very cool. Now, was that it for the experiences, or we get any more there in the
no, that's
Discord?
it.
All right. Well, if you want your experience of the week shared on the show, we'd love to have it. You can hit Twitter at Pokemon Go Pod. Say, hey, this is what I did this week. Where you see a lot of that from Squid is a beast, and he is a beast, and he's awesome. Will Oglesby, he tags us, and talking about, he responds back to the shows. We love hearing that, man. Keep doing that on Twitter. That's really awesome.
And then I don't know if he sends it to you, but every now and again he'll send me a DM being like, "Hey, give me a gift."
Yeah,
Send a
cool.
gift this way. I'm like, all right.
I absolutely love it because it'll remind me. Oh yeah, I need to get and send some gifts to people. And if I randomly think about it, I've got him on my friends list in a special section so I can find him and try to send us up. I love that activity he has. Like, hey, especially when the event where he had to send so many gifts to get so many gifts. It's like, hey, could you really tune it up this weekend? Like, absolutely, man. And start sending them stuff. So you can do that. Twitter is at Pokemon Go Pod. And then of course the DMs I think come to us individually, but there's at Rock Out a Pod and at Joseph_Art. You can email us, show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. Yeah. I had to remember show up because we had to shorten it for Twitter. It throws me off. Show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. You can email us, or of course, what we pulled right here on the screen live as we record this podcast and video is the Discord, which you can get through patreon.com/Pokemon Go Podcast and be a part of that. All right, Joseph. Apparently, I forgot to open up the show notes. So what do we got first as a headline, man?
So the first thing here is a post from Niantic, and it's called "Embracing Real World Gaming from Home," and it's interesting because in the it's from their blog, so it's not from their Pokemon Go, Pokemon Go Live, Pokemon Go Online. Which one is it? Pokemon Go Live. So it's not from that. This is from their Niantic Labs blog, and it's talking about the different things on how things are changing. And one of the things that I really wanted to point out from this is that, well, it's talking about, first it's got 4 bullet points. It talks about exercise. So, Adventure Sync, make sure that's on, because while you're walking, if you have to have a treadmill at home, or if you're just cleaning house, Adventure Sync will count those steps. And so they apparently made some background improvements to Adventure Sync to better count steps while indoors, which is nice. And then social, this is the one that really gets me excited, and I know it gets Nicole excited because she's been asking for it for the past several weeks, is they're actually working on being able to do raid battles from home with friends. It says friends, and I assume that means friends in the game. But
you have to assume that because of the thing in the game. I would assume that as well. Yes.
Yeah. And so that's pretty nice. And then explore. This is kind of similar to an idea I had a couple weeks back, at least what it sounds like, where they said that they're also looking into helping players virtually visit and share memories of their favorite real world places.
Can we go back to Chicago, you think?
Maybe. But either way, it sounds like they're making it so everyone can pseudo spoof, but it's only to places you've already been.
Which is also something Nicole said.
Because she specifically said, when talking about remotely raiding, being able to raid at gyms you've already been to. And so maybe that's going to tie into it. We'll have to wait and see. And then live events, they specifically tweeted out that they're looking into having GoFest be global this year.
Well, it says specifically we're reimagining what it means to participate in live events.
We've got another source in just a little bit.
Okay.
From Mr. Hanky himself. Let's see, where is it? The source called Global Go Fest. It's down at the bottom of the first half. You see that?
Yes.
Where he specifically says, well, I'll just read it. This is from John Hankey. He tweeted it out. It says, "I'm excited for what the team is planning for Pokemon Go Fest. While we'll miss being together in person with the community, so it sounds like Go Fest will not be in Chicago this year."
No, you'd have to be pushing it now, and nobody's going to be signing any contracts right now.
Yeah.
So I think, unfortunately, July is too early. The way they do it, July is too early. It's not like we know for sure they were going to do it in July in Chicago at this date. They like to wait to that last minute.
Yeah. Well, and with more and more schools just saying, "Hey, come back in August," like.
Oh yeah, we got that this week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We haven't officially gotten it here, but we're expecting it. Yes. But anyway, the tail end of this announcement says we now have the opportunity to make it, speaking about GoFest, make it global in a big way. And then it says more soon. So it sounds like GoFest is going to be a global event. And I wonder if it's going to be similar to what I had suggested before, where a couple weeks ago I said it would be awesome if Niantic made it so that we could have virtual hangouts with people. What if they set up things like that where people within a specific geographic location are in a specific area, virtual area, because having all of the players in the same spot would be way too much to see on the screen. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up panning out. We'll have to wait to get more information. But yeah, it sounds like Go Fest is going to be very different this year than it has the past few years. So
yeah, and who put the word out about that?
That was directly from Hankey, John Hankey. Mr. Hankey, the Christmas.
No. So, okay. So we know you want to jump to the next one, updates to the events with Thundurus and Cobalion, or is it a different one you wanted to jump to real quick?
No, we can jump right over to that one.
So as you know, of course, raid hours are canceled because that goes against basic edicts and laws that are going out right now across the state saying, hey, shelter in place, non-essential stuff. So going out to a raid hour is non-essential. Even if you stay in your cars, it still could, it depends on the area, right, Joe? It could toe the line. We don't want to do that. So Niantic obviously has backed that up. However, we got a Thundurus, the 5-star raid event has been extended. Well, actually it's over already.
Extended.
It was extended, but it's not now because that was last Tuesday. And then now Cobalion is not happening anymore. So this is old news, man. This is all last Tuesday. It looks like.
Yeah, it was like day of news.
Okay.
But it does show what they have reacted to, and they did specifically say Wednesday night raid hours are canceled until further notice.
Indefinitely. Yep.
And then, so it's weird. It is what it is. We just gotta go with it. Shelter in place, people. Shelter in place.
Rocky Eddie said they should give us a battle hour. Every win, you get a raid boss. That'd be kind of cool.
There you go.
And you still got to beat the raid boss. So that'd still be kind of cool.
Or even if it's not a raid boss, if it's just every reward for the wins are Pokemon from the tier list. That way people get more Scraggy and stuff like that. Because I know people would love to get more Scraggy candy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, I was trying to think of how you do it because like other games have shards and you collect them and get the character. You don't do that here. Candies would work. Random candies of characters, raid boss candies even.
Oh, no, I was just thinking every win in Go Battle League would give you a Pokemon. Because if you look at it, the Go Battle League, the rewards are different after each win, up to the 5 wins. And so yeah, if each reward was a Pokemon, that'd be cool. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Who hates free? Well, apparently you don't hate free, Joe, but you hate paying one Pokemon for 50 great balls. Like, man, I don't need no great balls. I got all my Pokeballs. I'm good.
Great balls are one of the things I trash the most. Granted, I haven't been trashing them lately just because, but
That's fair though. Yeah.
I have almost 1,000 different. So I've got like 400 Pokeballs, 500 and something Ultra Balls, and a handful of Great Balls.
Whoa, Joseph. Joseph, I know you don't like him that
take
much.
that
Calm
button
down,
away from
man.
you. And so yeah, I don't really care for Great Balls. I know other people, this is great for them, and that's fine.
I think
I'll save 1 coin.
yeah. Why not? I think I trash Great Balls the most as well, along with Max Potion and Max Revives, because I earn it the most. That's the thing. Is Great Balls are definitely the balls I earn.
You don't
the
raid.
most.
You never need any potions or revives.
That's true. And I mean, I'm still sitting on 91 Max Revives and 90 Max Potions right now. So it's not like I just trash it to 0. I do keep it open in case I'm going to raid. And if they do the virtual raids, I'm going to hook it up with our homegirl Nicole and raiding with her. And I'll raid with Terry Wolf out in East Colorado, or I don't know where he is.
Terry's in Chicago.
Oh, okay, yeah, somewhere in the world. I'll raid with Terry Wolf, and Fabian. I want to go raid with Fabian virtually. That'd be awesome. So definitely. See, I've always said that if I could play with the people I know, with the people who listen to the show, who are part of our community, who connect with us, the people in our Discord, I would absolutely raid more. So if they do the virtual raiding with friends, I'll be working my butt off to boost those friendships, so that I can raid with each and every one of you. I think that'd be awesome.
So what you're saying is COVID Pokemon Go is your type of Pokemon Go.
Yes. I mean, last week you tried to put genocide on the table. This week you're saying I'm all for the pandemic. I mean, I'm not saying. I like playing with people I know, especially if I don't have to leave the house. That would be perfect. So I'm assuming this is battles, right? Shadow Entei still needs help, or is this a research breakthrough that's called Shadow Entei needs help?
No.
Okay, so Shadow Entei needs some help. Oh, neither. Oh no, that sounds sad. And a Lowland Executor appears.
I understand you will probably never beat Giovanni, but that's what the Shadow Legendaries are. You get them from beating Giovanni.
That's right. I didn't know that. I just forget. Because I don't care. And honestly, I've got so many Alolan Executors. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't really care about that either. Maybe the shinies will be in the breakthrough, but even then I don't really care all that much.
Well, let's tell everybody in case they do care. So Shadow Entei and the Shadow Great Throw Special Research, what is that?
All right, so for the month of April, Shadow Entei will be available from Giovanni. The April research box, so until the May 1st afternoon, the Coconut Pokemon, a Alolan Executor, will be available in the boxes. And it'll actually come with bonus Stardust, which, that's nice. Bonus Stardust is always good. And then Pokemon Spotlight Hour and Mystery Bonus Hour will apparently continue to occur, which is kind of interesting to me. But I guess those can occur where you're at. So I guess that's all right.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, like I said, I could get out in my neighborhood and walk. It just didn't have Pokestops or gyms. But, I mean, if you do a Mystery Bonus Hour and a Pokemon Spotlight Hour that's spawning randomly, more, that would be okay. Right?
Yeah.
I was social distancing in public before it was cool, man. That's all I'm saying.
He's been social distancing for decades.
I'm not social isolating. Nicole's got the corner on that. She's been social isolating. I like who I went to the grocery store the other day and acted normal, which is I avoid people. I don't like randos. It's the thing. I've worked in the medical field for 2 decades. There's a reason I avoid randos.
The closest he wants people is when there is a panel table between him and you.
No, not entirely true. We went out to dinner with a whole bunch of people in Chicago, but I got to get to know you first. So yeah, I went to the grocery store and I'm like, I just avoid people all the time. Now it's normal. Everybody else is doing the same thing I've been doing for years. So, but that's not what we called to talk about. I knew when you popped down that big, you guys don't know. He like double fisted huge Mountain Dews before the show. He was yawning. Like, oh man, what's up, Joe? He's like, oh, I gotta fix that.
And I'm still working on the
slam.
single Mountain Dew.
I'm in danger. So temporary changes to Pokemon Go gym interactions. Distance has been doubled. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean?
So the distance that you can interact with gyms and with Pokestops.
Oh, how far away you have to be.
How far away you can interact with.
Yes. Okay.
So that way you don't have to get as close to anything anymore.
You don't have to go and kick the post at the gym like, come on, trigger. Let's do this, please. Thank you.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, good. That is good. That is more helpful. Allows for social distancing and allows for me to stay in my car, which I absolutely love doing.
Yeah.
So all these changes are
a way to keep your distance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, good. Wow, Joe. Holy cow. The links in this thing. All right, moving right along. Trainers, there's a bug that is causing Pokestops to appear. So
which I think this has been fixed already.
Okay.
But when they first made it so the gyms that double distance was there, it would show that you could spin stops at double distance even though you couldn't. And as far as I know, they fixed this already.
Okay. This is a side effect of temporary interaction made the gyms. And they're like, can you... Okay, the people are dumb. I'm like, wait a minute. Aren't they saying this is a bug with the stops? They're trying to fix the stops. And they're like, can you just make Pokestops the same? Please increase Pokestop range. That's literally what they're saying they're doing. It's a bug. Come on, people. Wake up.
Well, before they announced it, they just said it was gyms. And then...
Well, but in that specific one, the way it's written, it says gyms are doing it, and there's a bug that makes the Pokestops look like they're doing it, but they're not. We're trying to fix that. That's what it says.
Unless their fix was the other way, where they're trying to fix it so that it doesn't show like you can.
Okay, let's be real here. This has been, how many years have we doing this? 4 years now?
Yep.
With this game?
Almost.
Have they ever gone against the public, right? And like in this case, like, okay, they've expanded. Shut up, Joe. They've expanded like the gyms, but only the gyms and not the. No, I mean, I think when they said there's a bug, I don't think they usually try to squash it back. I think this is new, right? This is different. It's gyms and Pokestops work on that same kind of interaction. It's not like more shiny spawns are coming. You know, I don't know. I thought they were saying they're going to fix it, and everybody else was like, "Give me Pokestops." You're like, "Give me more Pokestops." I don't know.
So they're commenting in chat. I don't know if you see that. So far, I've caught 4 Dittos since we started streaming.
5
or 5 Dittos. 5.
5, man, get it right. 5-time Ditto champion.
So many Dittos. All the Dittos. I'm catching
all the Dittos. All right, I'm watching. I know it's a bad podcast, but I'm watching right now as you catch one. Let's see it turn into number 6.
Nope.
Oh, man, you didn't have to ruin the surprise just because you live in the future. Cool. All right. Gym range.
I actually said it before it even said, because I'm pretty sure Mischievous can't turn into it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know who can and can't. Now, this does make me sad. The gym range has not been updated for the Pokemon Go Plus, which means it hasn't been updated, probably, I'm guessing, for the gacha either.
Did you see the first comment in the...
Yeah, does Niantic even remember that the Go Plus exists? No.
Well,
they do not.
They've stopped making them. So... so the Plus is next to impossible to find nowadays unless you go to eBay. And then, so the gacha you could get, and they've actually got newer versions of the gacha. And then the other peripheral that you could use is the Pokeball Plus that is
Yes.
compatible with the Let's Go games on the Switch.
Right.
And then supposedly there's going to be a new version. Oh, I do remember it. The Pokemon Go Plus Plus. They announced
Yeah.
it.
People are like, what? What's it called? It's like, no, seriously. It's
I
called the Plus
realized
Plus.
yesterday was April 1st, but they announced this a long time ago.
Yeah, no, absolutely they did. Yeah. In that string, it even says, yeah, when they announced Pokemon Go Sleep, which I'm still waiting for, they announced Pokemon Go Plus Plus. You would think, they could be more creative than Plus Plus. So,
These are programmers. There is a programming language called C++, so they probably didn't even think anything of it.
probably. But I like the creators of the gotcha. They nailed it right on the nose right there.
Gotcha.
Yep. And US Nate Scout confirms gotcha runs as a plus. So when they update that one, they update both, which I figured. I didn't think it worked any differently. So I still don't get double the things unless I can pull out my phone and play. Which we'll see what happens tomorrow. But tomorrow will be like my entire experience for the next month. So actually, every Friday this month I'll be on the ambulance. So I might actually have more experiences to bring to the table. But hopefully, I'm looking for more experiences to bring to the table. Right. All right. Anything else to say about the plus plus or the ranges or anything else there?
Nope. When you got to stay inside, the range doesn't matter a whole lot for most people. Although, who was it in chat that was saying Fabian? There's a gym near his house, and
Yes.
from his room he can reach a gym since they doubled the distance. So that's pretty awesome.
That is really cool. And there's a number of people who have spawn points and gyms near enough, and especially they live in city areas, all that stuff. So let's take a quick break and run this nice little advertisement. I'll be right back.
The Pokemon Go podcast is made possible 100% by you and other listeners just as awesome as you are. If you want to support the show and get a little something in return, just go to patreon.com/Pokemon Go podcast.
Some nice. Oh wow, that took a twist. I did not see that twist coming in the Pika Pika song. But a nice little difference to our show. I brought some of the anime in, and there you go. So we're back, and I hope you enjoyed that little Pika song break. I found a bunch of different little music to put in there. It's gonna be fun. Okay. So we got the tricky Pokemon event start soon. It was Sudowoodo, wasn't it?
Amongst others, yeah. But Sudowoodo is the shiny that they released as part of this, and we've talked a little bit about it. That's the reason why I'm getting so many Ditto right now is because of this event as well. And it's a week-long event that started on April Fool's Day and goes until April 7th. April 7th, 10 p.m. local time, which is interesting because a lot of times they don't worry about local time on things that span multiple days. But yeah, so local time. Anyway, Pokemon that are known as pranksters or masters of disguise are appearing more frequently in the wild. So Ghastly, Haunter, Voltorb, Sudowoodo, Apom, Croagunk, and Croagunk's shiny is available as well. So Croagunk and Sudowoodo shinies both are available. Fungus as well, and then Stunfisk, which is the trap Pokemon, has made its debut. I haven't seen one just yet, but maybe that's because it says it's available in field research task rewards. And then if you are extremely lucky, quote unquote, it is available in the wild as well. I have not seen one, but maybe eventually. And during our event, our thing of the week, our experiences of the week, you haven't been playing much, but did you get
No.
any of this, like Gothita or anything like that? I saw it a couple times on my radar, but I never found one.
Mm-mm.
Because, well,
Mm-mm.
I didn't leave the house to go get it.
Yeah.
So,
No, I literally just realized I hadn't opened my game yesterday when I first left the house because I don't think I've left the house since we recorded last, to be honest with you, until yesterday. So,
oh,
um,
you are sheltering in place like a boss.
dude, I'm a homebody, man. I like getting on my computer and I like doing my games and I mean we have stuff we do in the neighborhood because my father-in-law bought another house in the neighborhood. So that's the craft house, so we'll go down there at night with the kids, and that's all the crafts are spread out. 'Cause there's no furniture in the house but like a table, and so they get to do crazy crafts and build robots and whatnot. And we do that, and I don't. Yeah, I don't leave the house. I like staying here unless I'm going to a con, which isn't happening.
Yeah, just don't be like my neighbors who last week threw a party and they had like 30 people in their backyard.
Wow,
I was
that's
like, that's not social distancing.
no, that's not appropriate at all.
Yeah, so we were actually texting with another neighbor. We're like, these
Woot,
people.
woot. That's the sound of the police. Woot, woot.
At that point, they hadn't officially declared the shelter at home or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
So it
It's
wasn't.
still not socially responsible.
It
though.
isn't socially responsible. That is correct. But anyway, as part of this as well, they do specifically state that Stunfisk will not hatch from 5K eggs after the event, though we will be able to still find it in research tasks and in the wild. And then the other Pokemon besides Stunfisk that are coming to 5K eggs are Apom, Why Not, Bonsly, and Croagunk. And then they have some event exclusive research tasks that could be Sudowoodo, Croagunk, or Stunfisk.
Dude, first time I just went. I jumped ahead. So we'll get to that in a second. But I went ahead and took a shot and
Got the Croagunk, which
Croagunk jumped up immediately.
If it is shiny, it'll actually show shiny on the world.
That's why I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And
so take a snapshot, and it could be.
He's not shiny. He is regular Croagunk.
And you can encounter. I think it's up to 5 a day is what I think I saw. But yeah.
Well, there you go. And that was that next headline was the shiny. Like, wait a minute, it can be shiny in the overworld. I'm sorry to interrupt. You're running down the event stuff there.
You do what you got to do.
I did, and I got me a Croagunk, and now I want to take me another picture to see what happens.
Yeah, I took a picture, and yes, US Nate Scout has confirmed it is 5 a day that you can get the Croagunk photo bomb. But this isn't the first time that photo bomb Pokemon have been able to show as shiny on the world map. There was a Pikachu photo bomb where they could appear shiny as well. So
I don't think I realized that.
Yep.
So that's. See, I gotta record that. I gotta put that on a button. Yep. Sensor Tower. We like to run down the breakdown of how much they made or how much these apps make, and Sensor Tower is the place that does that. And is it down? Is it down?
No, it is. It is not down.
It's actually up. Wow, it's a huge up.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember that it's a little bit clickbaity because they're like, oh, coronavirus lockdown, but Pokemon Go is increasing. Well, during this time, they also had the $8 event boosting their sales as well.
Oh, right. And this was a good time to do it.
Yeah. So the Genesect event was part of this, but yes, during the week of March 16th, they made $23 million, which is up 66.7% from the previous week. But again, the Genesect event is a lot of that. So it is a bit misleading, but Pokemon Go isn't hurting right now. We'll say that.
I'm curious, definitely in the coming months to see what the revenue does. I do anticipate a drop, not a huge drop, but I do anticipate a
Oh
drop.
yeah, I'm sure, because if you look at the preceding weeks, like there's a graph down below. Um, the preceding weeks had dropped quite a bit. So at
Yeah,
the beginning of February, it had peaked at 17 million. It had dropped down to 13.3, thirteen
yeah,
point eight.
and it held
Um,
steady in that range
yeah, and
there, and then
somewhere between
bling!
13 and a half to 14, right about there is where it was holding steady. And then, bloop, Genesect event. All right, let's jump up by 10 million. But
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking, they're making 10 to 20 something million every week. Like they're not hurting for money right now. So, and
no, I don't want them to hurt for money either.
no, no.
But yeah, I think that's probably why they're more encouraged to shift to at-home play. And they said they've been thinking about it for a while, but they're prioritizing it now. But it's because if they don't, then play is going to slow down and pay is going to slow down. But if you got at-home play, like kind of you did with Genesect,
Well,
you get
and
more money.
to be a bit skeptical or critical,
Mm-hmm.
um, this is lately they have been using tactics that foster addiction, and so letting people stop playing during this time would actually, they would lose a lot of their player base, to be honest. So if they didn't do this, they might
Yeah,
not recover. Um,
yeah,
and it's sad to think of that as, addiction wise and things like that. But in all reality, if they didn't, people would break their addiction and not come back.
yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, and people that aren't actually addicted, that could also happen to them too. They just realize, oh, this is life without Pokemon Go. I don't really want this anymore.
Yeah, yeah. With any good addiction, you don't want to realize they don't need you anymore. You never want that to happen. Uh, so Discord Alpha hints at upcoming Pokemon Go collaboration and surfacing COVID-19 channel. Now, what's the okay? Little mini, not rant, but mini. Before I even know what this is, I am a little oversaturated, is the word, with companies that have really no business coming out with our response to COVID-19,
Yeah.
posting it. Like PayPal, you're digital. Now, we know human beings are behind it. We know we might need to contact customer support, but more than likely, that customer support is at home. So,
Or
why
in
do I need
India.
to know what your response to COVID-19 is? So, is this one of those, or is this something that's going to be worthwhile?
No. So this website, the xda-developers.com, they actually look at what is coming up specifically for Discord.
Okay.
They might look into other things as well. I haven't actually looked. But yeah, they it's a developer oriented website. So they're looking at some of the code that's coming down. It's almost, well, it's basically APK teardown. And
Sure.
so in the APK teardowns for various things, they see, oh, there's some collaboration going on here because we're seeing some cross code compatibility type stuff. And so what's specifically being labeled out here for announcements in Discord is Pokemon Go announcements. So get the latest announcements for Pokemon Go raids in Los Angeles. Get the latest announcements. Make new friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so all these different possible announcements for Pokemon Go in collaboration with Discord.
Okay.
And so being able to call out, it automatically calling out raids and things like that. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. If it's just calling out raids in your area, yeah, we'll see. It's interesting to think about though. Niantic actually collaborating, because what if they end up integrating Discord in such a way that Discord becomes their in-game chat option?
Yeah, I like it.
Because
I
I mean,
like it.
Discord is it's becoming more and more ubiquitous. So it is a chat platform specifically for gamers. So
Yes. And of course, Discord itself has been expanding its reach as best it can across game platforms, across developers, and of course, with its own video and chat and those kind of things inside of it. So this is an obvious next step. We've been talking about forever. We go to Discord. There's so many different Discord communities around the game itself that was just already there. It's just about time. I mean, 4 years behind, but still about time, right?
yep.
And as they're bringing that virtual map participation in raid battles, possibly from your home, Discord can play into that as well.
Yeah. Maybe your lobby will start in Discord.
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty nifty right there. I just did the 5 pictures with Croagunk. They're back to back to back. He just shows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of them were shiny. One ran away like a punk. I don't know what to say
Oh,
about
what a
that.
punk!
Yeah, man. Just stand here and take your capturing like a man. Come on.
Stand here and take your
No.
capturing like a man.
That's not going to be tonight's title, fool. It's not going to happen.
It definitely could
Right.
be. It definitely could be.
Hey, how about some 3D spatial mapping coming to Niantic, right? The 6D.ai are they partnering or are they being bought out by Niantic? That's the key here. Let me jump in and find out.
They
What do you got, Joe?
they acquired. It's an acquisition announcement.
Okay, so they got bought out by Niantic.
Mhm. And so this talented team specifically does 3D mapping of real world objects in AR. It looks like it's going to end up being more interactive because it maps surfaces. I don't know if you see that first picture there where it's got
I'm
all
actually watching the video of how it plays out.
yeah, that picture up top has all those different dots. So it tries to map surfaces in real time for the game to help your game be more interactive. So I wonder if it will be possible after they integrate this for Pokemon when you look at them through AR to hide behind things. Because right now, they just kind of sit in front of everything. But what if they could actually hide behind your couch or something like that? That would be pretty cool.
That would be really, really cool.
I think eventually it'll get to that point. We'll just have to wait and see. But one of the things they do specifically call out is having Pokemon habitats in the real world. So being able to actually watch them, like watch dragons fly through the sky is one of the things they specifically say, or land on buildings in real time.
That'd be different.
And that goes back to our hope of getting something like Google Glasses integration where we could actually see the Pokemon before they pop up on our screen.
That'd be so good.
Pretty awesome.
Now, going back to the Discord chat, Jacket K says, I tried to start Discord for a local area, but for a lot of them, making a new account was too much. Okay, is all right. Fair enough, I guess. It's just there. But they're on Facebook, so you can't convince them to use Discord. Now, Rock Eddie says, my community had a problem with jumping in on Discord. It's not user-friendly. We use Telegram because it's a user-friendly version of Discord. Everybody sees things differently because my mind not says you're wrong. My mind goes, what do you mean it's not user-friendly? I mean, if I can now I understand I have a tech mind and I can figure out things that most people can't. I'm not a programmer or in that depth of the world of Joseph, but you know, Joe, I'm the interpreter from you and like layman who doesn't know crap about tech. You know, I'm no tech whisperer here.
You know enough to be dangerous.
Yeah, Rocky. Well, you're a gamer. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I just wouldn't have thought Discord would ever been called not user friendly. I'm curious about Telegram. But what about now, Eddie? What about now if Pokemon Go comes out with a partnership, or Niantic specifically, I guess, comes out with a partnership with Discord with new features for the game? Do you think it would tie people in? Or maybe it integrates into the game, Joe? What if you can see your chats? Probably like we do on our Twitch channel. We have our chat inlaid over our video. So YouTubers, whoever sees this at a future time, to see the chats. What if you think like across the top part of the screen, the chat from Discord was this, you didn't have to leave your game and go back and forth between the two apps.
Yeah, that would be interesting to make that user friendly, having a little widget, unless it was a button that expanded to be full screen. That could work.
Maybe so. I know, even though I do like Discord and I like how it goes, I know I got to leave my game to go back to the Discord window and go, what's going on? Is anybody here? You know, how the messages you do, are we ready to start? And then go back into the game. You go back and forth. And if you don't have a plus or a gotcha or something that keeps that window open, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes going back and forth will actually close that. It won't close the Pokemon window. It just resets it. So if everyone's like, oh, get in the battle now, gonna start the battle and it's resetting, you've just lost 10 to 30 seconds or more, depending on your speed of your phone and all that, right? So I think integration would be very helpful here. That would give them a reason. Jack says, I agree with Discord seeming user friendly to me, but we forget. Okay, you're right. It does have a lot of non-mainstream gamers coming in to it, and the casual won't jump on without a reason. I guess that is fair enough. That is fair enough. But I think making it even easier, and like you said, put it in a tab.
Ultimately,
like
you just got to use what works for your community.
What if you could pull it up under like your Today tab, right? You sit those binoculars and there's Discord, and you tap it, and right there in your Today, next to Today field and special, you got Discord, and you can just look at your messages and go, oh yeah, jump into the battle now. Boom, done. That'd be really cool. You're welcome, Uncle Hanky. You can have that one for free. You take all of our other ideas. You obviously listen to the show because for the past 3 or 4 weeks, we've been giving you ideas. And oh, look, we're working on this one. No credit to Nicole 0991 at all. All right, there you go. Fine. But you know what? The moment we have been waiting for all of our lives, Joe. This game has reached its pinnacle. Ugly t-shirts are now in the shop. Actually, not even t-shirts. They're button-up shirts. Even the unknown one is like, dude, you got crap all over. You got the COVID, man. You need to clean that shirt. That's weird.
The best part about it is you could buy these shirts in real life.
No!
Physical. It's only available to specific countries, but yeah, you can buy these.
Joe. Okay, I gotta see. We gotta get you one. I gotta make you eat that. I'll make you wear that 90s donut pizza shirt.
The donut pizza shirt? Oh.
The
one with Smoochum on it? Hey! Stunfisk.
Japan, United States, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, India, Indonesia, United Kingdom, Spain, Germany, Italy, France, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. That's where you can get them.
Don't run away, you jerk.
Come on. Where's the ugly shirt? Well, they're all, good God, they're all ugly. I'm sorry if you like these. I really am. I try not to step on things when I think people are going to like it. It's just,
You're funny.
It just.
Maybe it's only available for women. Did you check the women's section?
I haven't checked any section. I'm still kind of lost on how to go through this thing. Here.
There's the casual shirts, the Hawaiian shirts, the dress shirts. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the donut pizza shirt, Joe, to send it to you.
Oh, but I just found one that has it's all Snorlaxes on it. It's fantastic.
I don't care. I want to make you wear the Uggo. Let's see. It looks straight out of the 90s. It looks like something that dog from the 90s would wear. I can't think of his name right now.
The cowardly dog.
Holy crap! It's $100. What? That's for customized. That's for customized. Please tell me a regular one's not that much money.
Yeah, apparently on the lower end they're $50, but still.
Dude, you just got saved. because I am not about to.
Mr. Tambourine, a Snorlax shirt would be a good one for hiding from Charles.
Oh, we're gonna do that. We're going there. Thanks for the love, man. I appreciate you so much. Come on, give me. Wow, I don't like this site at all. It's not good. Holy cow, it goes up to $135. What the what?
Yeah, you're right. This website is meh.
Oh,
But anyway,
no, gotta go. Bye. But you can get shirts in game if you want all day long.
that's true.
Rocco's Modern
Oh,
Warfare
okay.
or whatever it was.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah.
Rocco's
That's what that shirt reminds me of.
Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's absolutely. That reminds me of Rocco. Yeah, that is Smoochum on it. That reminds me of Rocco for sure. Hey, okay, be real, Joe. Do you think any of these shirts are cool?
Am I able to be fake?
I did a pretty good long road trip with you. I don't know, maybe. I heard some of the stuff you texted your wife. It's like, I don't know. I'm just messing.
Yeah, I don't. Some of the ones on the website, like the Snorlax one, I'd wear that. But yeah, I don't know about the ones in game. They don't have the Snorlax one in game.
Yeah. Well, I want to know what everybody else thinks.
You know what's funny though? The unknown shirt.
Yeah.
If you someone was looking at it and looking at the different letters in there, I think they were supposed to spell Pokemon, but someone said there's no E on it. There's POK and MON, but
it's
there's
in the
no
armpit.
E.
You just can't
it's
see
in
it.
the armpit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, okay, seriously though, Brian Ibbett would pull that shirt off in a heartbeat.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay, Rocketti keeps triple starring it out. So instead of putting actually a .com, put the words .com and help us out because it's he says check the Facebook. Okay, thank you. Rocketti's trying to say something about something, but Discord keeps starring him out.
He's trying to say something about
something. We'll definitely check the Facebook thing. All right, one more. Trainer battle attacks updates for the grass type for the month of April. Bullet seeds now go into slow-mo bullet time so you can dodge and bend over.
What?
I don't know. It was an April 1st announcement. I thought I'd throw that in there. No, but these updates, right? For grass types. So grass types are supposed to be better in battle right now.
Yeah, so it's a PvP balancing patch specifically for grass types. There are some other ones in here like aerial ace and things like that. But they made a whole bunch of changes. So for instance, bullet seed now which is a fast attack, generates energy more quickly. Energy ball takes less energy to get to fully charged, and has a chance of lowering the opponent's defense by a stage. Yeah, there's a whole slew of changes here that are pretty good, and a lot of new options for attacks as well. For instance, Blossom got Bullet Seed, Jumpluff got Aerial Ace, Ludicolo got Energy Ball, Credilli got Bullet Seed, Sunshine Form Cherum got Fire type Weather Ball, and then Tangrowth got Rock Slide. So
there's on our Facebook in the messages from Rocketti. I'm gonna try to save it now. There's a really good graphic that he sent that lists all this. I didn't list who. Yeah, it does. The movesets editions, but it's a really cool graphic. We'll see how we can link it and get into our show notes. But Bullet Seed is exactly what you said, but it says 11 energy, then it has an arrow and says 13 energy, and then Energy Ball, it shows the changes there, and then who got what essentially. So it's a really cool, easy graphic there. That's really cool. And then Pokemon Go tournaments, Sylph Road, Discover Willow's Lab, McCallum's Remote, Toxic Cup, Cherry Grove 3, Cliffhanger. These are tournaments through sylph.gg. Looks like.
Yeah, it's the Sylph Road. It's Sylph League.
Yeah.
So.
But it looks like they've kind of got their own little spinoff going on there. If you're looking at the graphics.
He says skip that part.
Nah, looks cool. I don't want to skip that part. Looks good. All right, moving on. Sorry. But yeah, everything you just read, which is a lot of print that we have linked in here. That graphic's really nice. It really sums it up pretty well. So, all right, Joe.
All right, Charles.
You know what we don't have for like 3 weeks in a row?
What don't we have for like 3 weeks in a row?
Cheeky Nashville.
I know, right?
I know cheeky.
Cheeky, where are you at?
I'm gonna do the best I can right now.
We need our Cheeky. We're having withdrawals.
This Cheeky Nashville. It's time. What time is it, Joe? What time is it?
Oh, man. What are we going to do with you?
It's time for random
Trivia. And this week, I wanted to talk about Solosis, the Cell Pokemon, which you may not have gotten any because you haven't been playing, but they were all over the place during the Psychic event that just happened. Solosis evolves into Duosian, that evolves into Reuniclus, which I'm sure I pronounced some of that wrong, but it's okay. Solosis is the Cell Pokemon. Duosian is the Mitosis Pokemon. And Reuniclus, like nucleus, Reuniclus is the multiplying Pokemon. They are all Psychic type Pokemon. And yeah. So Solosis's, wow, that's a mouthful. Solosis's Pokédex entry says that because their bodies are enveloped in a special liquid, they can survive in any environment. That would be very handy to have. And then Solosis is tied with Abra for having the highest special attack of all unevolved Pokemon, which is pretty amazing. So stats are actually pretty good there. I'm not sure of the stats on Reuniclus, but based on that statement, it's got to be pretty high. Let me check, because I am curious now to see how he stacks up against Alakazam.
So if you throw him into your Pokeball, is he Reuniclus Cage?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Now someone's gonna Photoshop Nicolas Cage's face on him.
Would that be you in this week's art?
Maybe we'll see what the title ends up being. So his special attack is pretty high. Reuniclus, his speed is really slow, and his regular attack isn't that great. And because Pokemon Go uses a combination of special attack and regular attack for the attack stat, he's probably. I should look up the actual Pokemon Go stats at some point, but we'll talk about random trivia right now. In a lot of generations, there are some parallel Pokemon, and so part of the reason why Solosis was put out during the Gothita event is, one, it was a psychic event, but number two is Solosis is considered to be parallel to Gothita. In that generation.
And what does it mean to be parallel?
They're Pokemon where they typically evolve at the same time and have similar mechanics. So, like, for instance, in the main series, in Generation 1, Machop, well, there was kind of a trifecta there. Machop and Ghastly and Abra could all be seen as parallels because they were all 3-stage evolutions where the last stage required you to trade in order to evolve it. Things like that.
Okay.
And typically they have the same stat totals as well. So, or pretty close to the same stat totals. So if you add up all their stats, similar. Their catch rates are similar. Like there's just a lot of parallels between them. So, Solosis and its evolutions are the only Pokemon in the main series games that learn Thunder by a TM, but but not Thunderbolt, which is weird because you'd think if you can learn Thunder that you could learn Thunderbolt.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense.
Solosis and its evolutionary line are cells. They're nucleuses. And so Solosis is the name comes from mitosis, which is cell division, and solo, so it's a singular cell, basically. And then Duosion, its second stage evolution, its Pokedex entry. I went too far. There it is. It says that since they have two divided brains, at times they suddenly try to take two different actions. So Duosion has two brains. It's the mitosis Pokemon, so the cell has divided into having two brains at this point. Split personalities and all of that. Duosion comes from duo and fission, or division, or fusion.
Okay.
Basically, they're trying to find out where the shin comes from.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Nicholas, the nucleus. Its Pokedex entry says that when it shakes hands, a network forms between their brains and increases their psychic power. So when two of these can basically touch each other and form and get a power boost from it. So
that's pretty cool. That sounds a lot like science.
Yes. When cells combine, they create a greater whole.
By the power of Gray Cell.
And then Reuniclus is thought to come from reunite, homunculus, and nucleus. I'm not so sure about the homunculus part, but that's fine. That's what they claim here. But yeah. These are fun guys. And did you get any of them? Or no? No?
No.
Okay. Well,
I legit have not opened my game since last Thursday until yesterday. So I have seen nothing. But perhaps if they're still out and about and being crazy in the world, maybe tomorrow.
Since the April Fool's Day event started, I haven't seen any.
So that would be something, right? I get one, it turns into Ditto.
Everything turns into Ditto. I'm up to 10 Dittos tonight so far in the recording. So US Nate Scouts been keeping count.
Somebody's got to, right?
Yep. And for the first time in probably 2 or 3 years, I have more Pokeballs than I have Ultra Balls. That happened on tonight's recording. So maybe I ought to buy those Great Balls just in case. Since they're only one coin.
Yeah, you only have like 500.
Since I'm down to like 900.
Yeah.
I better get them just in case. There we go.
You never want to run out.
Yep.
You got to stockpile that TP and those Great Balls. That's how you have to do it.
Fabian just did a level 1 raid from the comfort of his chair.
Nice. Oh, but with that, it is time for us to go. So let me give a quick shout out to those that I can see in the users chat here. I'll refresh it real quick. We've got LEP, Fabian, version Mark III, Jacket K, Luigi, 333, Mr. Tamarine 19, Ramustino, Squitchy Twitchy, US Nate Scouts, and Weird Tigger 27 is back again. Welcome back.
double good.
So if you're here live, we're going to play a game right after the show, as we do to name the show. But as for the podcast, Joe, let's run down where they can find us. We talked about it throughout the week, the night. Show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. You can do the speak pipe like Cheeky Nashville does over at PokemonGoPodcast.com. And on the right-hand side, there's a little tab, a nice neutral green. Click it, leave your voicemail. Now, here's something I'd like to challenge or ask really our audience to do is to use that speak pipe to say, Joe, what time is it? Ask you, and then we're going to put it on the buttons and we're going to randomly go through the different voices of people asking you each week. Because for 4 years, I've asked that question and I don't have any way to sneak it up on you anymore. So, I'm looking at you, audience. I need your help. Use that speak pipe. It's the easiest way to do it. Of course, if you're like Jacket K and you do your own podcast, you already have your rig. Just record me an MP3, shoot it to show at PokemonGoPodcast.com if you want. And if you don't, you just have a phone. You too can have your voice on the show. Going to PokemonGoPodcast.com using that speak pipe and simply saying, or anything you want, especially add at the end, hey, Joe, what time is it? And it'd be awesome. Reddit's r/Pokemon Go Podcast, where you can see the headlines each week. Facebook.com is Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter's at Pokemon Go Pod. Twitch.tv is Pokemon Go Podcast. And let's see, we don't have anything up on TeePublic, so we're not going to talk about that right now. And go to our YouTube channel, search Giant Size Team Up, and find us and go ahead and hit that like because we need 1,000. And last time I checked, we're at like 110, 111. So we got a long way to go to get that nice name on YouTube. But these videos that we record, the podcast is recorded live on Twitch. All the video is there. So you can go to that YouTube channel. And it is linked on our Twitch channel as well to go to the YouTube channel. And you can see these videos after the fact. And Joe, where can they find you, man?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard, or if you want to keep track with some updates on the D&D podcast that I'm working on, you can go to Assorted Geekdom, at Assorted Geekdom all over the place, but we are most active on Instagram.
And that is awesome, man. And when is that coming out?
To be determined, because we can't actually get everyone together at the same time with the equipment because of the stay in place stuff. So it depends on when the stay at home edict has ended.
So soonish is what we're talking about.
Yes, soonish.
All right.
The original
That'd
plan
be
was
awesome.
May, but it probably won't be till June or July at this point.
Well, that's close enough. We'll take it. I am Rock Out Podcasting all across social media. You can find me mainly at gstu.net with our awesome shows with the Giant Size Team Up Network. You've got Pokemon Go Podcast. You got my other show, Breaking the Panel, that we do on Wednesday nights, and a ton of other great shows, including coming up on 500 tomorrow, Run Jump Stomps on Nintendo Switch Craft with our good friend Bill. So go over there, say hey to him tomorrow. Make sure you give him some love, and it's some awesome stuff. All right. Tune in next week to hear Joe say.
I'll have to make sure I actually take more Mountain Dews next time so that I can be wittier with you instead of just the one.
Just the one. That's the one he's going to show you on screen.
The Pokemon Go podcast is made possible 100% by you and other listeners just as awesome as you are. If you want to support the show and get something in return, just go to patreon.com/Pokemon Go Podcast.
All right. Good on you, Joe, putting in the show by there. So, and
Yeah,
Fabian, I'll
Nicole's
take
not
that.
here. Psh.
Yeah. Cole's out somewhere. Fabian, I'll absolutely take that. You call that in all day long, man. That'd be awesome. So yeah, go to that link, the one that says showbot.tv and ends with Pokemon Go Podcast. And I'm gonna click it right now, and it's gonna show you all three of the
Let's see.
titles that have been
What would that
submitted.
be? What time is it? K Ahora S? Is that?
Don't just no.
I know. I have horrible gringo Spanish, but I think that's right.
I don't know. We'll get it. But right now, welcome to the Ditto stream. It's Mr. Tambourine 19. It's got 4-0 on everything. Finally, a reason for cleaning the house. And I social distance before it was cool. By Jacket K is up there. So go vote now. You've got just a few minutes to get this done. And let's see here. Let me go ahead and jump over this. But fun. That was a lot, but we got through it. It was a good time.
Yep.
I really want
a new one was just added. COVID-19 is Charles's favorite Pokemon Go time.
And we actually can't use that one because I've been hearing stories about in my podcasting circles about Spotify is basically anything that says COVID-19 that seems even slightly sketchy. It's cutting it out. They're kicking it off the stream. So yeah. So I wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about like from Todd Cochran, and he's putting out the warnings. So I wouldn't. Unfortunately, it's a great one, but I wouldn't use that. Although the Ditto stream is running. I think it's the most votes we've seen for one title ever, man.
Just like for a long time, YouTube was flagging all kinds of Pokemon YouTubers who used CP in their title. Do you remember that?
Yeah? No.
Well, because apparently,
kind of,
their bots equate CP to child pornography, so they were getting flagged and getting account suspensions by bots.
I do remember that. Yeah. But YouTube fixed it. So,
supposedly, or the YouTubers just avoid. They know what to avoid now.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta type out those combat points.
Jackie's K says I've heard YouTube is flagging videos that actually mention COVID. I don't know. And it just I get it from a certain standpoint, right? This is not something you really should use for clickbait, even though all the blinkety news channels do it 24/7. Us as people can't do it, and we really shouldn't. And I think people have. I think they've used bad references to COVID-19, and it's just been distasteful and possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like Spotify comes out and says this is why we do things.
We briefly considered making some D&D jokes about COVID-19 briefly on our Instagram and decided against it.
Yeah,
because like
I put out some, like I've got that good Purell $50 a gram. I put out that Giant Size Team Up shared one on Instagram the other day that was a Batman taking his bat masks to the hospital to donate them, and it's like, yeah, it keeps out everything: Joker's laughing gas, flying scorpions, and even COVID-19. And the doctor's like, oh well, thanks, that's a little overkill. I don't think we have to worry about that. Batman's like, yeah, 2020 is not over yet, man. But it's a good. I mean, it's a good thing.
Well, because like in one of the things, for instance, in fifth edition, paladins become immune to diseases at like 2nd or 3rd level. So we were gonna make some quip about, I wonder how many people are multi-classing into paladin right now, or something like that.
And that's a good, cheery and yet not mocking way. I think that would have been fine, to be honest with you.
So,
but you gotta know your audience, and you gotta be careful. So, with all that being said, Pokerus 19, yeah.
Pokerus is the sickness in the main series games.
I gotcha. I just got the Georgia allergies 2020 going on. But with that, I gotta go. So it looks like Ditto stream.
Did you hear about that?
What?
Apparently the podcast cuts off at about like the 45-minute mark for last week.
Okay, I did not hear about that. So that's the first time I've heard it. So I will check into that.
I haven't been commuting to work, so I haven't been keeping up with my podcasts lately.
Yeah.
So
fair enough. No, thank you. I will check into that. I did not.
Yeah, I meant to mention it because who was it? I think it was Terry mentioned it in our Discord, and I forgot to specifically ping you on it.
Yeah, it'd help if that happened. But yeah, no, I'll fix it. I'll see. Josh, right before the Pokemon fact of the week. That's weird. That is weird. I'll check into it. That's all I can do. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and playing along. And Joe, have fun, man. I'll catch you later on.
Bye. Hope everyone gets a Stunfisk like I did on the stream. Oh, man. Good night, everyone. Oh, you can see part of my background. My Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. All right, good night.